have some great tips for you that have literally transformed the way I think. Going from a people pleaser to I'm sorry every time I miss a ball someone throws at me, to someone who still cares about other people's feelings so much, but it's not going to make it about me by saying sorry. But also, just because you're confident does not mean that you put other people's feelings and emotions aside. Everyone has different levels of confidence. If someone was to give me a scale last year, my confidence level would be 2, 3. It was really, really low. There's a whole bunch of things that contributed to that, but what really mattered is how I got myself from that 2 to 3 to now I feel like I'm at least a solid 7 on average. And then, it varies day to day. So some of the things that got me from there to here, the first tip is stop saying sorry, but acknowledge the work they did. If I make a mistake at work and I'm saying sorry, but it's such a minor mistake, the stakes were really low. It's okay to make mistakes. That's actually how we learn. So rewiring myself from saying I'm sorry to what did I learn from this mistake? If it's actually inconveniencing somebody, it's important to acknowledge what you inconvenience. So if they're waiting on you, thank you for waiting on me, instead of I'm sorry, I'm late. It brings attention to you being late, not that you're acknowledging and appreciative of their effort. So bringing it from you to them. I'm sorry to thank you for waiting for me. Number 2 is try things that are outside of your comfort zone. If there's something that you've been wanting to try, let's just say skateboarding, and you're I couldn't do that, and you're talking and you're having these negative self-talk of I can't do that, try it. Go buy a $12 skateboard, go to the skate park, try. That's how confidence grows. It's through practice, failure, trying new things, and getting outside your bubble. Number 3, start talking positive to yourself. You cannot tell yourself I'm horrible person, I'm ugly, or everyone's better than me. So there's some science about basically our loop of thinking. It's called your basal ganglia. That basically is motor planning, thought planning. There's a lot of scientific information out there that explains this more in depth, but essentially what is important is to get yourself out of that loop. Because the more you're in the loop, the more challenging it's going to be to get from this 3 to the solid 7. Next, make sure you are decreasing your stress. I have never been at a high stress level with increased confidence. It is so much more difficult for your body to feel it can do something and be confident in if you are stressed the max out. If you have this much on your plate, try to break that down and just focus on the one thing you can do. Because if you can focus on this one thing, it's less stress, meaning that you're going to be more confident in completing that one task versus looking at this whole plate of things you have to do and you can't take a bite out of everything. So focus on one spot on your meal, handle that, go to your next. Make sure that you are treating your body well. It's going to be so hard for you to be confident if you are eating things that are not good for you, if you're drinking a lot, if you're smoking a lot, all those things that are actually going to make you physiologically feel bad. They're not going to help you grow your confidence and feel better. You are literally what you eat. What we eat is what our cells replace themselves with. So we literally turn into the nutrients that our food gives us. So make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure you're eating adequate nutrition, all your vitamins, and make sure that you are decreasing the negative habits like smoking or drinking, anything like that that's going to make you feel bad. Next, practice daily gratitude, whether that's saying 3 things you're grateful for, especially if you're negative towards yourself. Make sure the thoughts or practices that you're writing down daily includes your body or things about you, which sounds super selfish, because once you feel a little bit better about yourself, it's so much easier to exude that confidence. As an OT, sometimes I have my kids basically say, I can fill in the blank. And 9 times out of 10, every time that they've failed before, and I say, I can button 3 buttons. I have the kid repeats that, and they say, I can button 3 buttons. 9 times out of 10, they succeed on the next trial. It's magic. So try whatever you're really nervous about, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna get this job. I need you to sit down to yourself, look yourself in the mirror and say, I can be the next digital content creator for Nike. You say that, and you're gonna go into that interview. I don't actually have the statistics, but I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 times, because I've just seen that anecdotally with my clients. Also, there's this great research study about doing the Superman position before you go into job interviews, or doing something that you're not confident in. Just look in the mirror, or even just like standing in the position. In grad school, we used to do this before tests. I don't know, I was still anxious about the test, but I did it, and I think it at least helped me feel more confident. I still had low confidence back then, so I think the other things were more important, but you know, worst comes to worst, do a Superman position. Lastly, this one I am still really working on, is to have better posture, because not only does like better posture look better aesthetically, it will actually put out to the room or to whoever you're speaking with that you are confident, you can hold yourself up high, because I mean, which one looks more confident, this or this? If you get anything from this video, take away this tip. If you can believe in yourself, you are way more likely to succeed. And then that you make that chain loop, you break that chain in your brain, you try something and actually believe you can succeed at it. And then you succeed, and then confidence goes up a little bit. You can go back to the next thing, try something a little bit harder. Oh, you failed. That's okay. Try again. I succeeded this time. Confidence, tick up. Just keep that cycle, break that negative cycle in your brain. I swear your life will change for the better. Like, it's all a mindset thing. Is being confident is literally you versus you, nobody else. It's really not even just me saying stop focusing on other people or stop comparing yourself to other people, because yes, of course that helps. But what's the most important is that you're comparing yourself to you and like being better. I know this video is kind of random and just like me rambling, but I want other people to literally go from saying sorry every time that they made a minute mistake to just acknowledging the other person, being more confident in themselves, and trying again, because failure is not final. It is not a tattoo that's going to stay on your body. It is a bruise. Ouch, get up. It's going to heal, and try again. Like, that's how we learn best, is through failure. So if you can just change your mindset a little bit, you can succeed at anything you put your mind to. And with that, thank you so much for just listening to me talk. I really appreciate it. And if it helped you at all, please like and subscribe, because it helps support my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.